there, hang on, let me get stuff straight here. I think that's sort of straight. Okay, no, it's not. I'm lagging. Okay, I think we're here now. Okay, I was lagging just a little bit there, so I just wanted to sort that out. I didn't have a fun day with my live yesterday. I couldn't get anything to work, so we're hoping for a better day today. Hi there, I'm Casey Christensen. Hi Cam, I'm Casey Christensen. I'm coming to you live from West Kelowna, BC, where it is hot. I hope that you can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. I have my fan on, so I'm hoping that you can hear me because I kind of need the fan. It's really, really warm here, and it's warm in my room. So today I thought I would like to play with this Hippest Hippos set. This is a free with purchase set from the Sale A Bration catalog, which is still available to the end of August. So if you haven't got that yet. So with $60 you can get the stamp set. With a $60 purchase you can get the stamp set. If you spend an additional $60 for $120, you can get both the stamps and the dies, which is what I did, because I think these dies are brilliant. There are so many things in these dies to play with. So I'm going to do a water theme card, because that's how I'm feeling today. So I've prepared all my stamps. You know how I do that. But I saved this part to show you what I do after I've prepared all my stamps. I don't throw this piece away. So what I do is I separate these two pieces, and then I will carefully place this piece down on the back of my jewel case here. That way I have a place for everybody, okay? There's a place for everybody, and if I'm missing one, I'll know it because there's a hole, right? So I like to do that. It's just my own thing I like to do. I like to have a place for everything, and oh, I think that guy belongs over there. And then everything fits so nice and neatly back in the case, and you're good to go. And you know if anything's missing, okay? So today we're going to play with this guy right here. So we're going to use this guy right here. Haven't decided what I'm using for a sentiment yet. I just know I'm using that guy. But true to form, I think what I'd like to do first is create my card base. Yeah, it is a good idea, Kim, because it just keeps everything organized, right? So just when you peel those off, peel them off a little bit carefully, and that way you're able to go and use them. And then this piece here, you can just toss that. It's not really good for much of anything. So I'm starting out with a thick, basic white card piece. That's going to be my main card piece. And then I have a piece here. This is from the Gingham Cottage. Now the Gingham Cottage is a huge paper pack, and it's all different kinds of ginghams. But look at the size of this paper pack, okay? It's just huge. So that's how thick it is. And it's all different kinds of ginghams in all different kinds of colors. And I just felt like I wanted to use this one as sort of a background to my card. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick that down now. I'll warn you, I'm not as organized as I can be. I'm just having a disorganized kind of day, but I thought, what the heck, my friends understand. So I'm just going to roll with it. It'll either be really awesome or a complete disaster. So I'm rooting for really awesome, because, you know, why wouldn't you? So here's my first piece I'm going to lay down, and this piece is only one notch down from the card size. So one notch down from 4 1/4 and one notch down from 5 1/2. So that's going to kind of be my background area, and also my sunny sky, maybe. I'm thinking sunny sky. So for this bit here, now I wish I could tell you where this piece of paper came through. I went through all my catalogs. I'm obviously a little scatterbrained today and I'm missing it. So if you know what this is from, thank you, Kim. If you know what this is from, please speak up. In the meantime, I'm just going to use it because I really don't know what it's from. So I'm going to fussy cut this, and I'm just going to go along here. And I want to give myself some cute little waves. I'm not going to get too crazy fussy cut. I'm just going to do what I can because it's ocean waves and they're not perfect, right? And give myself some waves. And in order to make that easier for myself, I'm just going to cut this bit off. Okay, and that'll make that just a little bit easier for me to handle. I'm not the world's greatest fussy cutter, but you know what? I like doing it, and we can't be perfect at everything. So just do it the best you can. And you know, like I always say, if my cards were absolutely perfect, then you'd never know they were handmade, right? If they're too perfect, then they look like they were made from a machine or something. So I'm just going to cut. I think I'll cut one more. And I realize this is longer than I need, but I want to stagger them. So I'm going to cut another one. I'm seeing a little cross-eyed at the moment. Okay, let's cut this one. Yeah, I don't do well with the heat. I don't know. I never have. But my job is nice because it's I'm air conditioned in there. So that's quite nice. It feels like it's air conditioned until the first, after about an hour and a half. I work really hard at work, so after about an hour and a half, it doesn't feel all that air conditioned anymore, but it's certainly better than being outside in the sun. So I am enjoying that aspect of it. I swear, I think the other day had to be a full moon. I don't know if it was. I think it was not only a full moon, but a weird moon of some sort, because it was just a strange day. People were very strange, and I don't really know why. All right, let's see what we've got here for the moment. I think I'm going to do it this way. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay with that. So I think I'm going to cut this piece down right about, I got it, here it is. Oh, it's not going to fit in there. Best laid plans, right? Thought I had it all together, but not so much, not so much. I'm going to cut this one off right about here on its paper line. Yes, exactly. Except, I'll tell you what, it's very weird to me. It's very weird. When you leave marks, it's a full strip search. And I only get a 15-minute break. And if you don't have someone to do your search, then you're waiting for someone. So I prefer to just go. I'm not kidding. It's a full-on, it's a thing. When you leave the store, it's a thing. And I'm just going to stagger this a little bit on here. Maybe kind of like that. Yeah, it's not easy to leave the store. You have to get a key holder, and it takes time for them to come up and find you, and you have to do a full search when you leave. So it's not really easy to just go outside. So I don't just go outside. Oh, there. All right, so let's just lay that on there and see what we've got. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. Now, I just want to give this a nice a nice trim here so that it's nice and flat against the card. And then I'm just going to mark this with my take your pick tool to cut the other side. And I can't see it. Okay, there we go. Too many shadows. There we go. So there we have my water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that on with dimensionals. Because of course our water would be very 3D. So I think that's how it should be. I could have dimensionalized between the layers of water too, which would have been nice, but I didn't think about it until it was too late. So I won't be doing that on this card, but something to think about if you're going to do this card. There we go. So there's the beginning of our card, okay? Just got some background and a little bit of sun. So now we need to make some components. So I think we're going to have a boat. I think we're going to have lots of things on here. So let's get ourselves a boat first. And we need to cut some things. So we'll get this out. And I know I want a boat, so we'll start with that. Yes, I love the mini cutter too. I use it whenever possible. It just isn't always possible, but I do use it whenever I can. So, let's make a boat. Piece number one, and the boat has some nice dimension on it. It's got little lines on it, so it's got some nice stuff going on there. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe a second boat. Let's just see how this looks. I'm not sure yet, so I'm just going to cut another one while I'm here. Oh, the mini trimmer cutter, you like him. Yeah, that was a one-off. It was a promo piece. So I don't think you can actually buy them. All right, and then we're going to do some sunglasses. So I'm going to do a couple of these because we might do two. So we'll do this part of the sunglasses first. I'm going to do two of everything because I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this yet. So that's one. I think we're just going to make some bits and play with them. See what we come up with, right? And then we got our sunglasses, the other part of our sunglasses. There we go. And we've got a scuba. We don't need a scuba thing. They're not liable to be in the water, are they? No, we don't need a scuba thing. But we do have, I thought I had sunglasses there. Where's our guys? And we got a scuba deal. Yeah, goggles. There's one of those, two of those, and then we're going to put a frame, the frame around the goggles I want to be a different color. And they can be sunglasses or goggles, frankly. We don't have to use the scuba guy. I'm just cutting one for just in casers, see what it looks like, right? And then I want another. There's the sunglasses that fit on the goggle bits. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do the scuba thing. I think I'm just going to do the sunglasses. Yeah, I'll save those goggles for later because they're cruising. They're not scuba diving anyways. They're just cruising in the boat. And there we go. We got some sunglasses. We got some goggles. We got all kinds of things going on here. All right. So, what else did I want? Did I want anything else there? Yes, I did. I want some splashes. So let's make a few of those. Oh, don't lose track of those little puppies. I think I already did lose track of them. Do another few. They're just water droplets. Don't even know if I'll use them, but what the heck. More, and then I want to find a little piece of red here, in my scrap bin. I got a little piece of red here, and I'm going to do this life preserver. See how that looks. It's very tiny and it's hard to hold on to. Yeah, they are goggles or sunglasses, whichever you like, Kim. You just have to separate them out. Okay, So that's all the bits and pieces that I'm going to do. I think that's going to be it. And I'll just set those aside. Okay, and now we need to do a couple of hippos. And we're going to do this with the Stamparatus because we're going to use memento. We want to make sure we get a good stamp, okay? So hopefully my fan won't blow those things away. I'm hoping that it won't. And we're going to get a couple of hippos. I think we'll do this one. And what's this one doing? Oh, this one's got flowers. That doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll have a ballerina. A ballerina in a boat. Why not? Why not, right? I can totally see that happening, a ballerina in a boat. I don't know, or maybe it's just a fancy bathing suit. Yeah, maybe it's just a bathing suit. What am I looking for? Okay. Okay. I got my memento ready, and there it is. Okay, I knew it had to be here somewhere. And this memento is just newly re-inked, so I think we should be in good shape. There we go. I think we'll do it again. That's better. Gonna need to let them dry though. I'm just gonna give them a little wave because my ink is new. It just needs a little extra dry time. In the meantime, let's clean these off. Okay. There we go, nice and clean. I want to keep those cling stamps nice and clean. Okay, so now I have my guys, so I'm going to need my 2 shades of gray for my hippos. Okay, and this is a little girl, so we're going to put her in a Flirty Flamingo skirt. So let's do that first. And I'm not going to do any shadowing on the skirt, I'm just going to color it. And she's a girl, so I'm going to give her painted nails. A little bit in her ear. There. And then her little ballet slippers we're going to do also. Okay. Now for the shadowing, I'm going to start with my dark. This is my smoky slate. I'm going to start with the dark smoky slate. And I'm just going to go around the outside areas. Of everything. And I'm not going to paint his nails because he's a boy. I'm just shadowing everything in with my blends because we're going to blend those shadows in when we use the lighter. I'll get my lighter one, and we're just going to bring that in a little bit. And the more you color it, the more blended it becomes. I'm going to be a little careful. He's got some eyeballs here, so I don't want to be too close to his little eyeballs. That's the other nice thing about doing the dark on the outside, not only to draw it in, but it gives you a nice outline so that you can sort of rapidly color the insides because you're not worried about going outside the lines. That's one of the things I like about it. But I do want to be drawing that gray in so it's not quite as defined a line. I'm going to give him a little bit of pink where his mouth is. Okay, so that's about all he needs because he's the boy. So that's about all that he needs. So now for the girl, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to bring in the dark. I don't know about you, but I don't always have great coloring days. I have days where I can color quite well, and then other days where coloring just eludes me. So today is not a bad day. No, this is, yes, smoky slate. Smoky slate. And you can use any gray that you want to. I like smoky slate because I just like it up against this pink, for one thing. Take my light one now and just draw that color. Just draw that color all together. I've had to replace a few of my blendables. You know, they are consumables. They're not going to last forever, but I have to say, I've had mine for probably 3 years, and I'm only now at the point where I'm having to say, okay, 1 or 2 of these needs to be replaced. The ends get a little limp, which this one is actually, so this will be on my list. This one's feeling a little bit limp, so I'm going to go on my list of replacement pens. Look at my smaller. There we go. So now, let's cut these. And I'm going to use washi tape, and I'm going to turn around and use my big cutter for this, so I can cut them both at the same time. Or maybe I can cut them both at the same time on the small one. It's possible. Let me just figure that out. I think probably I can, but I do need washi tape for sure. So let's get my bits here. So I need there's one, and then the other one I think is this one with the fat cheek, with the cheeky cheeks. Or not. No, it's the other one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I think I can do these both on the little cutter. But washi tape is always a must for me. I'm just not one of those people who can just, I know lots of people who can. It's just not me. I know I'm going to move it. I can lay it on there and think, oh yeah, that's perfect. I'll just pop that through the cutter, and then once I get to the cutter, I'm going to move it for sure. It's just my nature. Okay, let's cut these out and see what they look like. Yeah, why not use the washi tape? It's cheap like abortion. It's just, I would hate to just try and do it and then have to color the whole thing over, stamp it and color it all over again. I just as soon know it's going to work out. Okay, there's our little babies. Look at them. They're so cute, right? So even when I'm coloring, quite often even when I'm coloring, I don't think I'm going to be happy with my coloring, but just wait for it, because it soaks in, it sort of levels itself out a lot of the time, and I'm usually pretty happy once I, cut it out with the die cut and have a look at it. I like the shadowing on my hippos, and I'm pleased with what I got there. So I do tend to beat myself up a little bit on the coloring aspect of things, just because I like to color when I was a kid, but I wasn't very imaginative, I'll tell you that. So let's have a look at our goodies here and see what we've got. So these little sunglasses are going to get these attached to them. Oh, maybe they're not. I thought they were. Well, I saw someone do that, but that's a little fussy right now, so I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to put our little glasses on our little creatures. It's better this way anyways, because then you can see their eyeballs. Okay, where's my glue? I could have cut those out using the double-sided stuff, I didn't, but I could have, and then they would have been really easy. But I'm not going to get too crazy here. I'm just going to put a dot of glue on the nose piece of the glasses. And then we'll just pop that down. There's one, and then our little fella here is also going to have some glasses. I'm aiming for a boy and a girl. And he's got some glasses. Then our boats. We're going to put our life rafts on the front, safety first. There's no life vests, so we're going to have a lifesaver. And there we go. 2 little boats. I'm going to put this stuff aside for now. I do want the dots, but I'm not sure I want the rest. So let's just see where our boats have to be, okay, on our little peeps. I believe we're looking at something like that. So I'm going to put some glue right on my boat. And I'll add my little lady. And when you're using glue, it's nice because then you have the option to move it around and get it how you'd like it to be. And then my fella, I'll do the same. Okay, so there's my little boat people. And I'm going to have dimensionals, of course. Now, for the moment, I'm only going to put the dimensionals on the hippo, because I think I'd like to tuck that boat in a little bit. Yes, I would. You see that? So I'm only going to put the dimensionals on the, let's place this one and see what we think it's going to look like. Yeah, I'm only putting them on the hippo. I'm not putting them on the boat, because the boat's going to sink down there just a little bit. There's our hippo. Same thing, I'm just going to put dimensionals on the hippo here. We'll put him right about there. Oh, they're cute, right? So now we can do, if I can manage them, because they're tiny, we're just going to do a few little splashes like that, right? They're very tiny to handle. And we'll give her a couple of splashes. These are so little, I'm actually amazed that I haven't dropped them on the floor yet. Okay, we got some splashes happening. I think I'll try and get these little ones on, but they're even smaller. So let's see. There we go. That worked, even though they're tiny. Hi, Dorothy. Nice to see you. We're just having to play with some hippos today. Okay. They're cute, eh? They're cute. I feel like their little boats should be tied together, don't you? Let's tie their little boats together so that the girl can just be floating and the guy can be pulling her. How's that? Okay, let's just get a little piece of string. Oh, my fingers are covered in glue. It's the story of my life. I think I want to have a longer piece than that, because I think I'd like to maybe have it Let's see if I can, what can I do with this? Can I do this? Let's do this. And just tuck it under there and hope it stays. I think it will. We're going to give that a second. And what do we have for, you're always on point, you're so hip. Oh, you really are the best. None of that's really appealing to me. Well, I guess all you really are the best is going to be the one. That's going to be the one. And I'm going to stamp it in, oh gosh, what should I stamp it in? You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit of Pool Party. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. We get a little bit of Pool Party. And I'm just coloring it here. Doesn't have to be like perfect or anything. It can be, you know, kind of linear looking. And I'm going to get, I think, Night of Navy, just because of it being water. So let's get All You Really Are the Best. Not big enough? And this does not have a cutout, so I'm going to have to do it myself. And I think that'll work. Yep, that kind of works. Get that cleaned off right away. Yep, I kind of like that. Alright, so let's get our other string here. And I think I'm going to tie this in a little knot. Or two. And the other guy can be hanging on to it. Just put a little dot there. Glue that knot down. There we go. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Do I have something I can... Do I have something I can cut that with? I should have something here. Let's just see what we've got here. You know what? I'm going to do that again because I want to make sure that that Pool Party is super duper dry. Or I might have to use Stays On. What's happened is if the Pool Party's not completely dry and you stamp on it with the Night of Navy, it blurs a little bit, and I'm not happy with that. And then I can use this and move it over. Or I could do more of it and use that. See, we're creating on the fly today. Do we think, no, that's going to be too big anyways. I don't want that. It's going to be too big. So let's just get this good and dry. In the hopes that I can stamp on it. And have it not blur. That's better. Yeah. That's better. Now, what I can do, which I think I will, is I'm going to use my die and create the size of die cut that I want. Even though I don't have the size I want, I can create it. Alright, so let's get some washi tape. And I want this fairly snug up there. See what I'm doing here? I'm going to snug that up there. Oh, I'm going to cut this off a bit. Thank you, Dorothy. Every once in a while I have these little moments. Every once in a while. These tiny little moments. Alright, so there we are. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move this, and you can almost feel the little lines. Well, you could if the little lines were going to slip in, but they're not going to slip in on this one because I'm not staying true to the die. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to line this next piece up. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And let's run that through again. It's nice to be able to do this if you don't have exactly the right shape die that you want, because I do like my things fairly tight. There we go. You see that? I think that worked out pretty good. So now I can take a couple of dimensionals. Now, I was kind of doing this on the fly, but my suggestion would be to you, if you wanted to color in the background like I did here, I would suggest that you color it in and then leave it sit for a while before you stamp on it, okay? The drier it is, the less liable you're going to get the blur. That's kind of a fitting sentiment, isn't it? I'm imagining that the girl is saying that because the guy's towing her along. She's not having to row her own boat. Something my husband would do, actually. Since he knows if I rowed my own boat, it would take me 19 hours to get where we're supposed to be going. So, the other thing I have here is I have a couple of different embellishments that I think might work. Maybe not this one. But I have these opal rounds, and I'm wondering if I put them, well, I don't really know. No, I'm not going to use opal rounds. These are the 2021, 2023 in color opal rounds, and what I've got is little ones. And I was thinking if I used the little ones, they might look like water droplets. So that's where I'm going with that. Yeah, and they kind of do. And there. Oh, I can't pick it up. Come on now. Cooperate. Oh, jeez. Persnickety little thing just doesn't want to grab on. Okay. And there we go. That's kind of cute, right? So this has like a double knot in it, so it looks like the guy has something to hold on to. It's got like a knot on top of another knot, and she's just hanging on. So we got our two little guys in the boat on the water, and it's a fitting day for that too, because it's very hot here. I think I work tomorrow, and then I think on Tuesday we're going to hit the beach. We'd like to go down to Summerland. We're only like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on traffic. No, not Summerland, from Peachland. 5 to 10 minutes from Peachland, and so we like to just sort of grab something to eat and something to drink and head on down to the beach and be beach bums for the day. So I got myself a swimming top so I can, because I burnt myself pretty badly last time we were down there. I wasn't thinking very straight, and I got a good burn, so I've got a swimming top now so I can be in the water fully covered up and not get burnt. And it's lovely down there. We go down there sometimes and we just grab like fish and chips or sandwiches or whatever and just go sit on the beach and yeah, I think it's going to be great fun. All right, my friends, that's our card for today. Boy, I've made a big mess. It's going to take me a while to clean that up, sort it out. Hope you like that card. Again, that's the Hippest Hippos. You're free with purchase. $60 gets you the $60 purchase gets you the stamp set by itself, and $120 gets you the stamp set and the die set. And there's really a lot of dies in this set, so it's worthwhile having. I've buried them already. Yeah. Oh, so it's cool in Nanaimo, is it? My daughter lives in Victoria, so she's probably enjoying a cool down. She doesn't do very well in the heat, much like myself. So she's probably enjoying a little cool down. So, all right then, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'm gonna go see what's going on for dinner. So I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your week. I'll try and get on sometime tomorrow, I think. Don't hold your breath, but I will certainly try and get on sometime tomorrow. And until then, thank you for watching. No, I'm not either. I'm not either, Kim. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Victoria is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite places to go. I got to get back there. Apparently, it's faster for me to fly there from here than it was for me to go there from. Like if I went from Coquitlam, I would take the the ferry and stuff like that. But it's actually faster to fly here than it is for me to get there when I lived in Coquitlam. So very weird. So both of you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.